And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lauren Anderson softball field at Hopkinton High School for Hopkinton Hillers varsity softball as they take on the Medfield Warriors. Tom Nappy on the call, Matt Clark on camera. Medfield 6-6 on the season, the Hillers 9-6, and a bit of a delayed start due to the Medfield bus running a little bit late, but we are finally ready to get underway in this TVL large matchup. Charlotte Can is the pitcher for the Hillers. Her battery mate is Zoe Adams. Bailey Harrigan at first base. Holly Baharik is at shortstop. Kelsey McCoy at second base. Ashley Callery, the third baseman. From left to right, Emily Jurassic, Caroline D. Simone, and Charlotte Holden. As Jess Coletti is going to lead things off for the Medfield Warriors. Let's take a look at that Medfield lineup. Jess Coletti, the second baseman, batting first. Brooke Lyons, the shortstop, hitting second. Caitlin Larkin, the pitcher, hitting third. Bitsy Crowley, the catcher, hitting cleanup. Lily Goodman, the designated player, hitting fifth. Megan McTavish, the first baseman, hitting sixth. Batting seventh is the third baseman, Caroline Mills, hitting eighth. Caroline Seitz, the center fielder. Andy Brown, the left fielder, hitting ninth. And Lucille Manuel is the right fielder and the flex for the Medfield Warriors. As Jess Coletti just about ready to step in, the Hillers led by first-year head coach Will Collins. And Medfield is led by 10th season head coach Travis Taliber. A beautiful 72-degree day. Perfect conditions for some Hillers softball. As Jess Coletti steps in, the second baseman. And we are underway as Charlotte Can delivers ball one. Wind up and the pitch. Little inside there. 2-0. Well, initially, the game was going to start at 4, then it was going to be definitely delayed till 4:30, but then they thought they would get the bus on time and be here for that 4 o'clock start, but it didn't pan out that way. But they are here and ready to go. A big TVL matchup here today as that pitch is high, a 4-pitch walk to Jess Coletti. Lead hitter on for Medfield as the shortstop, Brooke Lyons, will step in. And we are awaiting the hitter, it appears. And there's a strike. Wind up and the pitch, fouled away. 0-2 the count. Can set to deliver as this is hit high in the air towards center field and caught, one away. Coletti retreats back to first base. That'll bring up Caitlin Larkin, the pitcher. Line up and the pitch. Little inside. 1-0. Charlotte Cannon on the season has thrown 36 1/3 of an inning. As that is high, runner from first going to take off. So Coletti advances on the wild pitch. Cannon has 5 wins, 2 losses on the season, and a 3.08 ERA. And this is hit high in the air towards left field, and that is a gunner. A 2-run homer by the pitcher, Caitlin Larkin. And just like that, it is a 2-0 Medfield lead. That ball was absolutely tattooed. Larkin with the power puts it right out of the ballpark. That'll bring up Bitsy Crowley, the catcher and cleanup hitter. Well, this could be a game that features a whole lot of offense here today. Both teams very good hitting teams. Can deals, little low. Lando the count. There's inside and low. Two and oh. Inside. Can having a little trouble finding her spots. Set to deliver. In there for a strike. 3-1. She winds and deals, swing and a miss. That'll fill up the count. She winds and deals. That is popped up foul. Good effort by Zoe Adams, the catcher, to try to make the catch. Bitsy Crowley at a .297 batting average on the season. 15 RBIs, 6 runs scored. Fouls that one off. And also has a home run to her credit. Medfield as a team hitting a .349 on the season. Line up and the pitch. Fouled away. The battle continues. Hillers as a team hitting a .335. Very similar numbers between these two teams. Swing and a miss. There's out number 2. I'll bring up Lily Goodman, the designated player. Lily had a .486 batting average on the season. 11 runs scored, 4 driven in. Takes that one high. up and the pitch. There's a strike. Fouled away. One and two. Set to deliver. Swing and a miss. There's out number 3. But the Medfield Warriors played a pair thanks to a 2-run homer from the pitcher, Caitlin Larkin. It is 2-0 Medfield as we head to the bottom of the first on HCAM. And we are ready for the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the Hopkinton Hillers lineup. Emily Jurassic, the left fielder, batting first. Charlotte Holden, the right fielder, hitting second. Caroline DeSimone, the center fielder, hitting third. Holly Paharik, the shortstop, hitting cleanup. Ashley Callery, the third baseman, batting fifth. Juliana Cedia, the designated player, hitting sixth. Charlotte Can, the pitcher, hitting seventh. Kelsey McCoy, the second baseman, hitting eighth. Zoe Adams, the catcher, hitting ninth. And Bailey Harrigan, the first baseman, is the flex, as the first pitch is going to be a ball. 1-0. On the mound for Medfield, it's Caitlin Larkin. And this is going to be hit up the left side, foul. Battery mate for Caitlin Larkin is Bitsy Crowley. Megan McTavish at first base. Jess Coletti at second base. Brooke Lyons at shortstop. Caroline Mills at third base. From left to right, Andy Brown, Caroline Seitz, and Lucy Manuel as that's fouled off. Caitlin Larkin making her third appearance on the mound as that pitch is up high. 3-1. So not a ton of experience on the mound this season for Larkin. There's a strike. Line up and the pitch. Up high, she'll draw the walk. So Emily Jurassic heads to first base. Charlotte Holden, the right fielder, stepping in. Set to deliver. There's a butt. And taking off from first base is Jurassic. She was taken off before the pitch. I'm going to give her the stolen base there. An 0-1 count on Holden. A 208 batting average on the season for Charlotte. But she has provided some good defense. There's a strike. Set to deliver. And she gets a good piece of this one over to left field, and it is caught. But Jurassic will move up to third. So job well done by Holden. Some good distance on that one. And that'll bring up Caroline DeSimone. The center fielder. There's a strike. And that's fouled off. 2. DeSimona's hit the ball well this season, .358 batting average, .446 on base percentage as she takes that one in the dirt. Four home runs to her credit. She certainly has some good power. Swing and a miss. There's out number 2. That'll bring up Holly Paharik. Holly Paharik, the cleanup hitter, has hit the ball very well. .542 batting average, .585 on base percentage. Up high. Paharik has 5 home runs to her credit, has driven in 31 runs and scored 31 runs. Team leader in most categories offensively. As that pitch was low, 2-0. And that's fouled off. The 2-1. Down low. Up high. And Paharik draws the walk. 2 on, 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Ashley Calorie stepping in. And she will put this one up the left side. And that is going to be a fair ball. And a run's going to score. That'll make it a 1-0 lead. RBI single for Calorie. As Jurassic comes around to score. Paharik up to second. That'll bring up Juliana Cedia. Here's a ball. There's a strike. Wind up and the pitch. Down low. 2-1. And she gets a good piece of this one over to center field. That is going to go up against the fence. 1 run is in. Here comes Ashley Calorie around to score. And it's a 3-2 lead for the Hillers. Juliana Cedia with the power, a 2 RBI single. And the Hillers take the lead as Charlotte Can steps in. Swing and a miss. That's tipped foul, 0-2. Set to deliver. There's strike 3, and that'll wrap up the inning. But the Hillers plate 3 runs and claim the 3-2 lead as we head to the top of the second on HCAM. And we're just about ready for the top half of the second inning. A 3-2 Hillers lead, due up for Medfield. The 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Megan McTavish, the first baseman. Caroline Mills, the third baseman. Caroline Seitz, the center fielder. To face Charlotte Can. Wind up and the pitch, down low. And don't forget, folks, we have a double dose of Hopkinton Medfield for you today. After the softball game, we'll be over at the turf fields for Hiller baseball as they take on Medfield. Looking to get some revenge from a 2-0 loss earlier in the season. 1-1 count. Up high, 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Inside, that'll fill up the count. Set to deliver, swing and a miss. Nice strikeout there by Charlotte Can, one away. They'll bring up Caroline Mills, the third baseman. Set to deliver. There's a strike. Hiller's just one win away from clinching a playoff spot. Could that day be today? Up high. 1-1. Mills at .304 batting average on the season. Wind up and the pitch. There's a strike. 1-2 the count. Well, Charlotte Can quietly already has 3 strikeouts. And how about a fourth? 2 away. That'll bring up Caroline Seitz, the center fielder. Up high. Caroline Seitz, a sophomore, hitting an .095 on the season. There's a strike. A ball there. 2-1 the count. Set to deliver. Inside. 3-1. Swing and a miss. That'll fill up the count. And she strikes out the side. 1, 2, 3 they go. A 3-2 Hiller lead as we head to the bottom of the second on HCAM. Bottom of the second inning, 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Hillers. Kelsey McCoy, Zoe Adams, and Emily Jurassic. 3-2 Hiller lead, a nice bottom of the first. Inside. Up high. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. 2-2. She winds, she deals, down low. That'll fill up the count. .343 batting average on the season for Kelsey McCoy. And she draws the walk. So the lead hitter of the inning on for the Hillers, Zoe Adams to the plate. Zoe Adams has been very good behind home plate this season for the Hillers. Takes a strike. .229 batting average, .289 on base percentage. 4 runs driven in, 3 scored for Zoe. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Line up and the pitch. This is up the left side, glove by the shortstop, throw to second. They'll get the force out. So Zoe reaches via the 6-4 force out, one away. That'll bring up Emily Jurassic. Jurassic, .323 batting average, .364 on base percentage. And we're going to get a pinch runner for the Hillers. Sarah Pessin is over at first base. Pinch run for Zoe. Wind up and the pitch. There's a strike. 0-1. And this is ripped up the left side off the third baseman, and everybody's going to be safe. That was a hard hit ball. I'm going to give that a single. Charlotte Holden will step in. Holden flew out in the first inning, but it did allow Jurassic to advance and eventually score a run. There's a ball. A few of the Hiller baseball players hitting the batting cages right now. Get ready for their game tonight, which we'll have live for you on HCAM. The 2-0. Inside. 2 on, 1 out for the Hillers. A 3-2 Hiller lead here in the bottom of the second. There's a walk. That'll load them up. Holden to first, Jurassic to second, Zoe Adams to third, Caroline DeSimone to the plate. Well, this is not who you want up at the plate with the bases loaded if you're Medfield. 358 batting average, 446 on base percentage, and she puts this one in the air, foul. She's driven in 15, scored 22 runs. Opportunity to do some good damage here. And she gets a good piece of this one, left side foul. Into the woods it goes. Oh, and 2 the count. And she lifts this one into center field. That'll drop down. 1 run is in to score. And it's a it's a RBI single for Caroline DeSimone. Zoe Adams comes around, Jurassic to third, Holden to second, Holly Paharic to the plate. And it's a 4-2 Hiller lead. Windup and the pitch. And this is hit high in the air towards right center, and it's dropped by the right fielder. Off her glove it goes. 1 run is in, and now they're going to try to bring a second run, and she will score as well, and everybody's going to be safe. So Holly Paharic ends up at second base after reaching on the error. Emily Jurassic around to score. Charlotte Holden around to score. DeSimone up to third. Ashley Callery to the plate. And just like that, it's a 6-2 Hillers lead. And this is up the left side. Throw over to first, and they'll get the out. Runners stay put. Juliana Cedia will step in. She had a 2 RBI single in the first inning. Takes that one outside. Scored Holly Paharic and Ashley Callery to make it 3-2 at the time. Now a chance to do some more damage here. And this is hit foul. 1-1. Wind up and the pitch. There's a strike. In the dirt. 2-2. Down low, gets away from the catcher. Runner from third is going to score. Caroline DeSimone comes around from third on the wild pitch, and it's a 7-2 Hiller lead. Full count on Juliana Cedia. And she gets a good piece of this one into left field. That'll drop down. Holly Paharic is around to score. Cedia going to keep going to second base. And that rolled all the way to the fence. And it's an RBI double for Juliana Cedia. An 8-2 Hiller lead, and they have batted around as Charlotte Can will step in. the dirt. One and oh. Can struck out to end the first inning. Up high. Inside. Three and oh count. And this is lifted, and it is dropped in foul territory by the catcher. Pretty good effort by Bitsy Crowley, nearly making the catch. 3-1. Down low, she'll draw the walk. That'll bring up Kelsey McCoy for the second time this inning. We're going to get a pinch runner for Can. It's going to be Cameron Trendle, freshman. Got to protect those pitchers. Little high there. Wind up and the pitch. Fouled off. 1-1 count. Up high, that got away, and both runners are going to advance. Can at second, Seedy at third. And we're going to get a conference in the pitcher's circle as the Medfield coach is out. It looks like for now they'll stick with Larkin. We'll see what the leash is. Larkin, not the typical starter. Line up and the pitch. Up high. Typically they have Chloe Hunt start pitching-wise. But Medfield's had a loaded schedule, so perhaps her availability is limited today, as this is foul right towards the Hiller bench area. Full count. Fouled off. The battle continues. There's strike three, and that'll end the inning. But the Hillers plate 5 runs, and they lead it 8-2 as we head to the top of the third on HCAM. Top of the third inning, 9-1-2 due up for Medfield. Andy Brown, Jess Coletti, Brooke Lyons to face Charlotte Can. Can already 5 strikeouts in this game. Struck out the side in the second inning. Little low, says the umpire. 1-0. Up high. 2-0. Set to deliver. There's a strike. Two and one the count. And bunt pulled back, swing and a miss. 2-2. Girls lacrosse update. Westwood defeats Hopkinton 18-4. So a tough day for the Young Hiller girls lacrosse team against a very good Westwood team. Full count on the left fielder, Andy Brown. There's strike three, one away. Sixth strikeout of the game for Charlotte Can. That'll bring up Jess Coletti. Bunt, and that is going to be a slow roller. Picked up by Can. Throw to first. Got her. 1-3 for out number 2. That'll bring up Brooke Lyons, the shortstop. Lyons 0 for 1 today. Down low. Wind up and the pitch. Hit high in the air over to center field. Caught by DeSimone for the third out. And we will head to the bottom of the third with the Hillers leading 8-2 on HCAM. Bottom of the third inning. 9-1-2 due up for the Hillers. Zoe Adams will start things off. The Hillers hitting the ball well today. They lead it 8-2. Tom Nappy happy to be with you on the call. Matt Clark on camera. Jim Cousins making sure everything runs okay back in the studio. Caitlin Larkin deals. That slipped out of her hand. 1-0. Set to deal. Up high. Zoe Adams reached via a 6-4 force out last inning and scored a run. Down low. 3-0 the count. And a 4-pitch walk. That's going to bring up Emily Jurassic, the left fielder. We'll get a pinch runner. Sarah Pessin. It's a pinch run for Zoe. There's a strike. Well, Jurassic already having a great day at the plate. She's walked, singled, scored a pair of runs, and stolen a base. Down low. 1-1. And this is hit hard into left field. That's going to get down for a hit. Lead runner heading to third, and that is where she will stop. It's going to be runners on second and third, and actually that rolled out of the ballpark, so it's a ground rule double for Emily Jurassic. So Zoe Adams at third, Jurassic at second, Charlotte Holden to the plate. Rolled right in the fence opening out there. Very hard hit ball. There's a strike. Up high. 1-1. And this is popped up and caught by the first baseman. Runner stay put. 2 on, 1 out. Caroline DeSimone to the plate. DeSimone has struck out, hit an RBI single last inning, and scored a run. Outside. Down low. 2-0. Holly Paharik due up next. And foul. 2-1. And this is lifted foul out of play. 2-2. She winds and deals down low. Bitsy Crowley able to keep it close by. Runners stay put. Full count pitch. And foul. Good battle here between DeSimone and Larkin. This is hit high in the air, left side, and out of the reach in foul territory. Just out of the reach of Brooke Lyons, the shortstop. And this is ripped up the left side, and oh boy, that hit Coach Collins. I hope he's okay, and he is up and appears to be okay, fortunately. And they're going to check on him and make sure he's good. And, well, we have a bit of a stoppage here. Well, it looks like we won't have a stoppage for long. It appears to be good, okay, which is good. Actually, looks like they're still checking on him, so let's step aside for a second on HCAM. All right, we are ready to continue. It looks like Coach Collins was grabbing at that arm, but he is okay. But that was certainly hit hard by DeSimone. You wonder if he'll have her running some extra laps next practice. And there's ball 4. That's going to load him up with 1 out for the Hillers. Holly Paharik will step in. That foul ball didn't even give Coach Collins a chance to get out of the way. It was just a rocket. Hit in the air. Left field, it is caught. Runners are going to stay put. So it'll be bases low with 2 outs for Ashley Callery. Callery 1 for 2 on the day. Had an RBI single and scored a run in the first. Has a good chance to add on here. Down low. And we're going to get a bit of a timeout here. Medfield infield taking some time to talk things over. And Coach Collins taking some time to talk with his hitter. And we are ready to continue. Runners on every base with 2 outs, and that pitch low as Crowley threatens to throw down. 2-0. Inside. Well, with the bases loaded, a 3-0 count, I think you hold the bat here as much as you can. There's a strike. 3-1. Up high, gets away, and that's going to be a walk. And that'll bring in a run for the Hillers. Zoe Adams around to score. Emily Jurassic to third. Caroline E. Simone to second. Callery to first. And Juliana Cedia to the plate. Well, she already has 4 RBIs today and a pair of hits. And a chance to drive in some more. And we are going to get a pinch runner. Or are we? We have some type of substitution. We'll try to figure out who it is. And that is low in the dirt. Runner from third going to come around and try to score. Throw gets away. And another run scores for the Hillers. Jurassic is around. DeSimone up to third. Callery to second. And it's 10-2 Hillers. And that's going to get away. Runner from third going to try to score, and she will. An 11-2 lead for the Hillers. Callery advances to third. There's a strike. Well, Caitlin Larkin having some trouble out there. 3-1 the count. There's ball 4. Runners on the corners with 2 outs for Charlotte Can. Line up and the pitch. Down low. That's down low as well. A 2-0 count. Oh, Larkin not throwing strikes. If you're the Hillers, you hold the bat. Make her throw strikes. There's one. Cedia going to advance to second as it got away from the catcher. Smart decision not to throw. Ashley Callery was just waiting to try to slide home. Up high. 3-1. There's a strike. That'll fill up the count. Kelsey McCoy due up next. Charlotte can reach. Inside, she draws the walk. And the Hillers, for the second time today, have batted around. We have a pinch runner at first base. Cameron Trendle back into the game to pinch run. There's a strike. Well, you'd imagine that Caitlin Larkin is pretty much all Medfield has available to pitch. As this is up the left side, gloved by the third baseman, she'll step on the bag for the force out. But the Hillers played another 3 runs. They lead it 11-2 as we head to the top of the fourth on HCAM. Top of the fourth inning of what has been a game filled with Hiller rallies. Hopkinton leading 11-2. Caitlin Larkin, Bitsy Crowley, Lily Goodman due up for Medfield. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters to face Charlotte Can, who has pitched very well so far today. Up high. The 1-0. Strike one. Caitlin Larkin had the 2-run homer for Medfield back in the first. Takes that one high. 2-1. Up high. 3-1. Ball 4. 5-pitch walk there. That'll bring up Bitsy Crowley. Swing and a miss. The 0-1. Strike 2. There's strike 3, 1 away. Lily Goodman will step in. There's a bunt. Up the middle, picked up, throw to first, not in time. 2 on, 1 out. I'll bring up Megan McTavish, the first baseman. Some good speed coming up the line by Goodman. Is Medfield trying to get something going here? Inside. And this is up the middle. That's going to get into center field. And the runners will be stopped. It'll be bases loaded for Medfield. Larkin at third, Goodman at second, McTavish at first, Caroline Mills to the plate. So bases full of Warriors, 1 out. Down low. TVL baseball update. Ashland defeated Holliston today, 10-0. Wind up and the pitch. Up high. Good pull down by Zoe Adams. 2-0. Oh, that hit the batter, and a run will score. Mills takes first. McTavish up to second. Goodman to third. Larkin comes around to make it an 11-3 game. Caroline Seitz will step to the plate. Zoe Adams trying to calm Charlotte Can down a little bit. Well, the Hillers have a busy week of games. They'll have 4 games this upcoming week. So you'll see a good mix of Can and Cedia used in the pitcher's circle. And Coach Collins is certainly going to want them to be able to last as long as possible out there. We're going to have a pinch hitter, Katie Curry, to the plate for Seitz. There's a strike. Fouled into the backstop. 0-2. This is an important batter right here. And the ump didn't like it, 1-2. A little high, 2-2. There's strike 3. 2 away. Big strikeout there. I'll bring up Andy Brown. Left fielder has struck out so far today. There's a strike. 0-1. Up high, gets away from the catcher. Runners will stay put. Good quick recovery there by Zoe Adams. There's a strike. Nice pitch. 1-2. Down low, and it gets away. Runner from third going to try to score. The throw's high, and it's an 11-4 game. Goodman scores on the wild pitch. McTavish up to third. Mills up to second. If you're Charlotte Can, just concentrate on this hitter, getting out of this inning. Swing and a miss. There's strike 3. And that'll wrap up the top of the 4th, but Medfield plates a pair. Hillers lead 11-4 on HCAM. And this is hit in the air over to left field. That'll get down. A leadoff single for Zoe Adams. That'll bring up Emily Jurassic. Yeah, working on some technical stuff here, folks. Bear with us. We're going to get a pinch runner for Zoe. Sarah Pessin now pinch running. And this is hit high in the air, left side, and it is dropped by the left fielder, and everybody's going to be safe. Right off her glove. So now it's runners on first and second, and Charlotte Holden to the plate. Fouled away over towards the Hillers bench area. Line up in the pitch. Hit in the air towards center field. That's going to drop in for a hit. Lead runner is going to be stopped. It'll be bases loaded for the Hillers. So Sarah Pessin up to third, Jurassic to second, Holden to first. Caroline D. Simone to the plate. Down low. Another TVL baseball update. Bellingham beat Norton 12-2. Is that pitch down low? 2-0. Another pitch down low. 3-0 the count. Bases are full of Hillers. So he's certainly holding the bat here, 3-1. And this is ripped up the left side, foul. Now full count. Yeah, that was a good pitch to swing for. It was a strike anyhow. And pop right back to the pitcher. Infield fly rule comes into effect. 1 away. That'll bring up Holly Paharik, the shortstop. Bases loaded, 1 out. There's a strike. And this is hit high in the air towards left center, and that's going to drop. Runner from third going to be waved around, and she will score. An RBI single for Holly Paharic. It's a 12-4 Hillers lead. Jurassic up to third, holding to second. Paharic to first, Ashley Callery to the plate. Inside, look out. Got away from the catcher, but runner's going to stay put. Taking a look at the TVO large softball standings, Holliston 12-4, Hopkinton 9-6, Norwood 6-7, Medfield 6-6, Westwood 6-7, Ashland 1-11. Line up and the pitch. Down low. In the TVL small, Norton 11-4, Bellingham 5-12, Dover Sherborne 0-15, Medway 9-5, Millis 6-9, Dedham 12-2. There's a strike. 2-1 the count. And that's tipped foul, 2-2. There's a ball. And this is hit in the air, caught by the left fielder. Runner from third going to tag and score. Sacrifice RBI flyout for Callery. Makes it a 13-4 game. Now stepping in is Juliana Cedia. There's a ball. Ball 2. Down low. It's runners on first and second. And there's a walk. That'll reload the bases. Charlotte Can to the plate. Down low. Ball 2. And foul. It looks like she fouled it off herself there. Inside. 3-1. Walk here would score a run. And this is hit in the air to left field. One run is in. Here comes Paharic. And that is going to make it a 15-4 Hillers lead. A 2 RBI single for Can. Cedia up to second. Kelsey McCoy to the plate. First pitch, a ball. Down low. And this is ripped right at the third baseman to end the inning, but the Hillers lead it 15-4 as we head to the top of the fifth on HCAM. And we have a leadoff hit in the top of the fifth by Jess Coletti. The second baseman, now Brooke Lyons to the plate. It is a 15-4 Hillers lead. The Hillers trying to hold for perhaps the mercy rule to come into effect. Up high. There's a strike. There's a ball. Fouled away. 2-2. Wind up and the pitch. Fouled away. And that is going to be a strike three. They throw down, they get the out. Lead runner Coletti heads the third. So it's 1 on, 1 out, and now Caitlin Larkin, the pitcher, stepping in. And that's foul. Set to deliver. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Up high. 1-2 count. And this is hit hard left side. And that is foul, just foul. Let's not forget, Caitlin Larkin's the one who had the 2-run homer back in the first. There's a strike. And an out. That'll bring up Bitsy Crowley. Ken has been impressive on the mound this game. There's the ball. Another ball there, 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk. That'll bring up Lily Goodman, the designated player. And she gets a piece of this one. Caught by the shortstop for the third out. Wind up and the pitch. Down low. And this is up the middle, glove by the shortstop. Throw to first. And they get the out. I'll bring up Emily Jurassic. She has reached base all 4 times, once because of an error, walked and a couple of hits, up the third base side foul. That pitch inside, 1-1. Down low. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss. There's strike 3, 2 away. That'll bring up Charlotte Holden. And she'll give this a ride into center field. It'll be 1 on with 2 outs. And it left the ballpark, rolled under the fence. That is going to be a ground rule double. Caroline D. Simone to the plate. So runner on second with 2 outs. Wind up and the pitch. Fouled away. There's a strike. Fouled away. 0-2 the count. Fouled into the backstop. The battle continues. Fouled off. Count remains 0-2. Up high. Swing and a miss. That'll end the inning. We'll head to the top of the 6th. 15-4, Hiller lead on HCAM. Top of the 6th inning. Swing and a miss. It's Megan McTavish. And another swing and a miss. There's the ball. Up high. Fouled off. Yeah, hitter. Caroline Mills to the plate. This inning gets sloppy. I don't care. We're cutting it. I'm heading to baseball. There's a strike. One and one the count. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Caroline Mills 0 for 1 was hit by a pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Or, excuse me, that's an out. So one away, and here's Caroline Seitz. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. There's strike 3. 2 away. Andy Brown will step in. Down low, gets by the catcher. Runner advances to second. 11 strikeouts for the Hillers today. For Charlotte Cann, she has pitched a great game. Fouled away. The 1-1. 2-1. A little outside, says the umpire. Fouled off. 2-2. Strike 3, and she strikes out the side once again. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th, a 15-4 Hillers lead on HCAM. Holly Paharic stepping in, 4, 5, and 6, 2 up for the Hillers, who lead at 15-4 as we play on into the bottom of the 6th. That pitch down low. Up high. There's a ball. 2-0. There's a strike. And ripped up the left side. Leadoff single for Paharic. That'll bring up Ashley Callery. There's a ball. Inside. And this is up the left side, gloved by the third baseman. Throw is high, into center field it goes, everyone's safe. I'll bring up Juliana Cedia with 2 on. There's a strike. Well, I don't know what the mercy rule is. I'm guessing it's 12 runs instead of 10. I think they should certainly consider changing it to 10. Should be rewarded for being up 10 runs late in the game. Down low. The 2-1. There's a ball. Swing and a miss. Two and two. Fouled away. And Cedia gets a good piece of this one, left center, and that is going to drop. Holly Paharik being waved around, and here she comes. And that'll make it a 12-run game. And there we go. Now we have the mercy rule come into effect. Hillers take it 16-4, an impressive win over Medfield. The Bats really got going. Tremendous pitching as well by Charlotte Can. A great team win by the Hillers. For Matt Clark on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for watching Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Softball on HCAM. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.